Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot and another tarot and ADHD video. But today it's kind of a two-in-one in a sense because we're covering a bit of an ADHD topic, but I also wanted to, I do not need to be holding and waving scissors, walk you through my process of making tarot spreads for myself, which is something I really enjoy to do. So, I've been having some executive dysfunction problems this week. I mean, that's always a thing for me, but just this week has been especially harder for that. So I wanted to make a tarot spread about it. Now, of course, this is not a tarot spread to, you know, solve executive dysfunction. That is not really something that is fully fixable to my knowledge, and certainly not for me. You know, it's part of my ADHD. It's not gonna go away. But I wanted to make a spread to kind of pull cards around maybe how to help in those moments, and certainly how to even just make myself feel better about it. Because I think a lot of the times I exacerbate the struggle by beating myself up a little bit about it. So, what we're gonna do, I have all my tarot notebooks and stuff on my iPad. I use GoodNotes. So we're gonna attempt to screen record and hope that it works out and do a side-by-side kind of thing. Otherwise, you won't be seeing this video, I suppose, because that's the whole premise. So we're gonna start that up. Oh, it counts down for you. That's cool. I've never screen recorded before. All right, so I think it's going. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting to see if I could do both of these things at once. How do you spell dysfunction? I think I'm spelling this right. Alright, we're gonna give it a title. Nice. Alrighty. So, the way executive dysfunction looks for me, and I think how it kind of commonly looks for a lot of people, I assume, again, I'm just learning about this too, so I hope I'm not making any wild generalizations. But from the research I did, it seems like how it looks for me is pretty commonly experienced, whether you have ADHD or not. How it looks for me is I tend to have a lot of trouble balancing tasks, time managing tasks, and setting realistic goals and expectations for myself. So a lot of the times especially on days where I know either I've got nothing to do after work or it's like I've got a full day at home, I get really excited and set these really big lofty goals for myself of like, I've got the whole day. Of course I'm gonna finish 4 or 5 bags that either I want to make or need to make for someone else, or I'm gonna record 3 videos, you know, and it's all this excitement, but realistically, that's too much for me to do in one day or one evening. Because once I film one video, I tend to get tired, and I'm tired of talking, so I don't really want to film 2 in one day. I don't know that I've ever really done that before. Because I know once that second video comes around, it's gonna be a little disingenuous because I'm just feeling tired, and I never want that to be what I am putting out there. I only want to be filming things when I am excited about it. Yeah, so I guess that's a little explanation of how it looks for me, but then I tend to get really hard on myself when I don't achieve those goals. All of a sudden it's like 2 or 3 o'clock and I've not really done much because I have all these ideas swirling in my head and it's almost too much at once where I don't know where to start and I overwhelm myself, and then none of the things get done. So I think how I'm gonna start is just by making a list of questions I think could work. Now, not all of these are gonna go in, it's not gonna be in that order. That's gonna be kind of secondary once I get everything out on a page. Kind of a bit of a brain dump, which actually, if you are someone who has ADHD, doing this kind of thing, even just for the tasks you want to complete or need to complete, a brain dump style list really is helpful. Now, if you're like me, to-do lists don't work, and planners don't work. I just don't look at them, I don't check them. But the biggest thing is just feeling like it's all swirling up here and then I'm gonna forget, because I do forget. So just getting it on paper, I think eases the anxiety a little bit and makes it possible to kind of see it. Pick one that seems doable right now and move forward with that. So that is another hot tip, I guess. Let's get into writing some questions. So, I feel like now it's all gonna disappear from my brain. I had some ideas. Let's say what is making me feel overwhelmed right now? Hopefully you can read my handwriting. It's not the best in the whole world. Yeah, that's all I got to say. So what is making me feel overwhelmed right now? How can I feel more balanced? Doesn't seem quite right. Maybe grounded? Because I think that's the thing too, is like I get so up in my head when I'm trying to decide just what to do first that I float away to outer space a little bit and hours go by and it's like I don't even know what I just did kind of thing. Now, something else I've been thinking about is usually what is helpful to me is doing the task that is most exciting. Sometimes it gets the ball rolling a little bit, where once I finish that, I can then move on to something that's a little bit tedious or just not so fun. So maybe that could be something. I'm not sure. I don't know if that really works in a spread, but we're just gonna write it out. You know what, even how can I best go about choosing what to do first, and then how can I stay on task once I do? Then I think something, again, like I really want to focus on the emotional aspect of it. So how can I show myself more kindness when I don't complete or forget a task? I think that could be something good. I almost want to do... I actually really like this list that's going on here. I think, they're not all gonna kind of come into this, but I think the questions, I'm mostly happy with the questions that are here. I feel like I could stop here, but I want to add one more thing into that uplifting purpose I kind of went into this keeping in mind. So how can I show myself more kindness? And then maybe what did I do today that I can celebrate? I think that's a good idea. Because I like the question I have before, and I definitely want to put that in of how can I show myself more kindness when I don't complete or forget a task. But that still is like half in that negative space a little bit. More of like a forgiveness. Where even when I'm just thinking about these topics and talking to myself about them, I really try and make an effort to find something to celebrate even when I'm just not feeling so good about it. Like, you know, if I went through a whole day and I didn't do anything that I planned to, chances are I wasn't just sitting staring at a wall all day, because I can't sit still, so I was doing something. Might have not been what I wanted, but maybe maybe I sorted through all my decks that day and that made me really happy to kind of go through all those, or I watched a new show or watched a new creator on YouTube and really enjoyed their video. Like something that, even if it's small like that, that's something that brought me joy, is something to celebrate. I think that's kind of what I'm going for there. I think we're gonna start with this. This kind of seems good to me. Now, I think what we're gonna do, let's change color. I like orange, so we're gonna do orange. And I think we can remove this one. I'm not thrilled about that question. The first question I am questioning of what is making me feel overwhelmed right now, I can't decide if that's applicable, because usually I know exactly what's making me feel overwhelmed. It's not really like something outside of the executive dysfunction itself that is overwhelming me. But I feel like also it makes sense. I'm gonna keep it in for now. And then actually, I think this is a pretty good order we have going on. So doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good number of cards, I think. So another thing I really enjoy to do is thinking about shapes. Like what shape I want it to be in. I really like because I think, like I was saying, with executive dysfunction, a lot of it is that I kind of need to get in a more grounded space. And for some reason, this whole, like, topic makes me think of the wand suit in tarot. So I'm kind of wondering if I make it like an arrow pointing to the ground. That seems like a good idea. We're gonna do it. Actually, I think it makes sense if we did 1, 2. This is an interesting picture I'm drawing. Okay. Oh, are you getting what I'm trying to do here, though? Yeah, I think that's cool. I made a circle. I made a circle. I didn't mean for it to look like a circle. Let's go into a new page. Let me get a full page going on here so you can see what I mean. We're gonna make rectangles, just like the cards probably are. All right, that is 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, what was that? All right, whatever. Am I still making, no. I feel like I'm still kind of making a circle. Let's do this, let's do this. We're gonna bring that up. Do you get what I'm trying to do here? This made so much sense in my brain. I think the... Okay, we're just gonna stick with it. I kind of like it. Yeah. We're gonna stick with it. Now, should we just go ahead and make a Canva image? Or maybe I should try it out myself first. Let's write out the questions on this, even though it looks really... I like using Canva if I plan to post it on my Instagram, but I always, you know, like to try it out first to make sure it's making sense to me before I share it, and sometimes I don't always share it. How can I feel more grounded? I like that better than balanced. Okay. How can... No, we gotta go on the bottom. Too many words! And then 4 was... Ooh, I hope this isn't giving you, like, whiplash. Me going back and forth. Okay. We're just gonna write... I put too many words on that question. Alright, so these, I'm keeping the full sentence, but I don't have space. So, now you see that, I think we're gonna... I'm gonna stop the screen recording here, and then... You know what I'm gonna do? Because I want to try it out anyway. What do I have right here? I'm gonna use my... Where'd it go? I had my... There it is. I'm gonna use my Trionfi della Luna, because I just have it out. We're gonna try this out together. I think I'm gonna keep the camera like this and just show you what I pull. But I will share... I'm gonna make an image of this spread if I like how it works. And I will share it with you all. Some way, somehow. Maybe I'll insert it at the end, or I will certainly post it on Instagram and share that all with you. Okay. So, let's pull some cards, why don't we? I'm so excited that I learned to riffle shuffle a little bit. It makes it really exciting. Alright, let's do one more good shuffle. I like to shuffle while just kind of looking at the spread and reading the questions. That's the method. Okay. Alrighty, so what is making me feel overwhelmed right now? We got the 8 of Cups. So, looking at this in light of executive dysfunction, 8 of Cups. I think what this is telling me is exactly what I was talking about before, where I just get this idea where I'm going to get all of these different things done and it's not realistic. So the thing I need to walk away from is I need to let go of some of these goals I have for today and really just focus on one at a time. Like truly walk away from them for possibly the day and, you know, just keep them for another. So how can I feel more grounded? Yeah, we got 4 of Swords, so I need to cool it. I need to cool it and actually just let myself rest. I have trouble doing that when I feel like there's all these things I could be doing. Okay, so how can I choose what to do first? 9 of Wands. This is telling me the thing, if I am going to do something, I need to pick something that is just the easiest choice right now, you know, the thing that is going to let me relax a little bit and feel easy to do and maybe even something I enjoy. How can I stay on task once I do? Ace of Cups. This is telling me that to stay on task once I do, I kind of need to just follow my feelings on it. Because I think I have a misconception that I'm just realizing of that I need to stay on task, where it's probably a better idea to just listen to my feelings on that, and if I'm getting bored and it's losing my attention, just switch to something else and go back to it later when it seems interesting again, or I get tired of the thing I switched to. I kind of let myself flip back and forth between tasks. That is so interesting. Okay, so how can I show myself more kindness when I don't get to or forget entirely a task? I got 5 of Coins. Can you see these too well? There you go. 5 of Coins. So, to me, that feels like, almost like in the reversed position, where I need to not let myself believe and act as though I've lost so much time or like really beat myself up about it. I feel like that's exactly what that is saying. Because there's this sense of like lack and loss and not seeing myself as lacking in some way. That's what I think it's pointing to. And what did I do today that I can celebrate? I keep getting the star. I'm focusing. That's been coming up for me all day today. What the heck? There we go. The star. So I mean that's generally about hope. Guiding in a way, I suppose. So maybe I feel like what I can be proud of that I did today is that I made this video and I made this spread that hopefully it feels like it helped me a lot, just even talking about these cards out loud, and maybe it might help some of you. I'm gonna show what the cards look like laid out too so you can see my thought about the shape, because this is what I wanted, not whatever the heck I drew. Yes, I'm gonna flip the camera around quick and show you that. Okay, so we are just looking at the rug right now, but as you can see, upside down arrow. I'm gonna make an image and it'll look hopefully more like this, maybe. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed following along in that process and kind of seeing how I go about it. I really enjoyed talking it out loud. That was really helpful for me. Again, the body doubling is excellent when you make videos. If you haven't tried it, it's excellent. It simulates it, I swear. But other than that, again, I'll make the image. I will probably share it. I think the easiest way is if I share it on Instagram, and put a link to that in the description box. So I'm gonna do that. So keep a lookout for it. And let me know if you try it. That would be so cool to see. If anybody tries it, let me know how it works for you, and if anybody ever wants to chat about any of these things or ask any questions, I have no qualms about answering just about anything, so always feel free to message me. Right on Instagram is the easiest way, or I'm on Facebook. However is easiest for you, I'm always happy to chat about these things. But other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful, what time is it? Evening at this point.